Hey there guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 3 FES. So in the last episode, we completely finished off Tartarus for this full moon cycle, which is pretty awesome. By the way, this is what my personas look like right now, so I have matching personas for everything. I have a lot of high-level personas too, 50, 57, 54, 58. Looking good, looking good, looking good. Okay, so yes, I would love to return to the dorm. I actually did some more grinding to get back up to level 53. So I'm pretty high-leveled right now. 53 is a lot higher than I usually am at this point. I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, I don't mind being high-leveled, but at the same time, I also kind of like the challenge presented from being lower level. Like, I could play hard mode. Hard mode is really hard. And that would be difficult, but that would involve grinding and having it be really hard. On normal mode, I can just be low level and have it be relatively difficult. I don't want everything to be a face roll. But then again, maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm weird. That's actually completely possible. I am a pretty weird person. So today it's Sunday, so let's hang out with Akinari, because we only have so much time to do so, as we have determined. Also, everything's all fall now. It's so beautiful out. It's all colorful and stuff. It looks nice. I quite like this. So let's see what the shrine looks like. Has the shrine changed? Loading screens suck? Yeah, it's all beautiful and orange and looking and stuff, you know? Akinari, do you agree? I'm not even gonna talk to you, apparently, accidentally. I'm sorry. I am talking to you, but I'm not even looking at you. No, there's no need to be sorry, Akinari. Absolutely, I would glad to stay. How could I say that I'm busy right now? That would just be the rudest thing I could possibly do. And that would hurt my soul to say such a thing. So I'm sorry for even thinking it. Good. As long as you're okay, man. Yeah, not a problem. It would not be a problem at all. Just because other people don't have it doesn't mean you have to face it alone. That's not good. So depressing. So depressing. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. Yeah, no one knows. I mean, it was rhetorical. I see what you mean there. And I couldn't tell you. This is such an introspective social link. Why do you wish that? I mean, Maiko ran away. It didn't really help her out. Truly, that is true. All of us are gonna die, Akinari. All of us are. You okay? Maybe you should calm down. No, I'm not gonna leave. Yeah, try not to talk so much, man. It's okay. We can just sit here and be... Yes. Well, maybe I can talk to you or something. This doesn't all have to be one-sided, you know? You're very, very welcome. I'm glad. I wish I could see you more days than just Sunday, after all. I'd like to be there for you more often when I'm not on dates with girls and all that kind of stuff, you know? Well, actually, that you probably don't know. I'm sorry. I did not think that statement through. My apologies, Akinari. That was rude of me. And we're only rain 3 and I'm already being rude to him accidentally. That sucks. It is. Should you get back to... wherever? Do you go back to the hospital? Or do you just sleep in the chair there? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. So, that was kind of depressing.
Hi, how was your day?
It was fantastic. That's a very, very nice garb you have on there, Fuka. I, in fact, want to see that again. I am well. I don't want to go to Tartarus, however, that's a very nice thing. I quite like it. Koromaru, do you want to go on a walk? Yeah, you do. Okay, let's go for a walk, Mr. Koromaru. We can go to Naganaki Shrine, and you can run around, and maybe you'll even find a cool item or something. Who knows? Hopefully good things will happen. Oh, hey! Look who it is! Hi, Yuko! Oh, I know it. Oh, I'm sorry, you can't have pets? Not even like kitties? But kitties are the best! And we get points towards our strength social link for that, for just running into Yuko out here while Koromaru does his thing. And that's all there is to it. It's very convenient when you run into someone out here, because you can get points towards a social link without actually like spending any time that was important. So let's sleep earlier. I don't need to be sick right now. Sickness can just go away and fall into a hole forever. You know? Especially Akinari's sickness. I feel so bad for him. Like, and that's not even the right thing to say, because that's not true. Is it empathetic, or, yeah, maybe sympathetic. Empathetic is the one where you can understand or relate. And I can't really relate, and I'm not overly sympathetic, I just wish I could take Akinari places and have him experience life as we know it, you know? Maybe that doesn't make any sense. I just want to have him experience everything that the rest of us can experience. So it's not like I'm sympathetic like, oh, poor you. It's more like, oh, poor me for getting to experience everything. And yes, we got the highest in our class. That is fantastic. And we get respect even to increase our charm, which is unnecessary. And yeah, Mitsuru promised to give us a gift. Is that exciting or possibly exciting? I think it's kind of exciting. I like gifts, especially when they're from Mitsuru. Right? Right? Maybe? Maybe not? I don't know. I'm personally excited. Oh, hello there, crazy math lady. What do you want to teach us today? I don't remember what formula you're talking about, but whatever it was, you probably couldn't figure it out. Why are we wasting our money? Yeah. 7 days. Well, actually, how many calendar patterns are there? No, it's more than 7, but it's definitely not 28. That would be ridiculous. Probably 14 if I had to guess. Haha, yeah! Yup. Precisely. So, that means 14. Awesome. Yup. 14 patterns in all, because every year could be a leap year. However, we're not hardly wasting our money. That'd be dumb to try to buy, like, a calendar and be like, oh, hey, 2012, which is when this is being filmed if you're living in the future, 2012 has the same pattern as 1968. I'm gonna use my 1968 calendar. That's just hipster. That's dumb right there. I'd much rather buy a 2012 calendar, because then at least it has like the right stuff, and like people know that cell phones exist and all the sorts of technology that has happened. And pretty soon, I mean, who actually buys calendars anymore anyway? We all have it on our cell phones nowadays, don't we? Yeah. Well, at least I do. And again, I don't use it as often as I should. I should probably put more stuff in there. I'm pretty busy, but I keep all my schedule in my head, not in my pants. That's where my cell phone goes. So I don't confuse anybody there, of course. So this is the staff office, right? Faculty office? I'm pretty sure. I don't think I went too far. I didn't get into the nurse's office. Yeah. Hi, Mr. Ono. That is a very, very nice hat you have there. Yes. I'm staring at the U on your head. Why, thank you. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The helm is fantastic. And yes, of course, you drone on and on and on. Like that specific helm, or is that like a replica of such a helm? Because if it's that specific helm, you probably should not be wearing it. You couldn't... But I need it for a quest. Well, yeah, but I need a Sengoku-era helm. And you won't give it to me. You're so rude. Okay, well, I guess we'll have to come back tomorrow, and hopefully he'll remember to bring us a helm from the Sengoku era that has no personal connections to Masamune himself. So, with that out of the way, let's go back upstairs and actually get a social link on the way. Yuko isn't available today, I don't think. No, actually, she probably is. However, no, I should hang out with Utari. We're working on Yuko. Like, we definitely are. Don't think we're not. Because we are. However, Utari's still low-leveled, so we can still hang out with her and not, like, piss people off. Which is really odd to say, considering the characters in this game are so real. But in this one case, I'm talking about them as if they're video game characters, and don't actually get upset at me for incidentally cheating upon them. So yes, let's hang out with Utari. After all, last time we, helped a kid back to find his mom at the police station, when we were at Paulownia Mall, and just interesting stuff was happening, and Utari told us a bit about her mom, and repeated boyfriends and stuff. You really like the mall, don't you, Utari? And shopping. Well, I should have guessed that, actually. No, I don't care. Not really, at least. What? Who is calling? Someone you don't want to talk to, I would guess. Oh, and someone who is very long-winded on the phone. That is frustrating sometimes, you know? What? What? Oh... It is Mom. That's no good. Hikari, she's your mom. You probably can't do anything there. Oh, mad, too. Doesn't want to call anymore? That's not good. Do you want to talk about it, maybe, Hikari? I mean, it's okay. Are you alright? I don't want to pry. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I put that much together. You were kind of yelling about your father. Well, if she wants to get remarried, that's kind of healthy. Would Dad want her to suffer? That there is true. Yes, jumping from guy to guy, not probably the best plan in the world. No, that part's not really fair, probably. At least we're sitting down now. That's probably good. Good, I'm glad. Yes, of course. That's what we're here for, after all. It's kinda. Some problems, I mean, time heals all wounds, Utari. That's not necessarily running away. However, what your mother is doing is not necessarily the smartest thing either. And that's not really time healing wounds. That's like guys healing wounds. And we don't heal wounds very well, generally. just Super Saiyan there. Okay, Utari, we're actually learning quite a bit more about you. More than we had before. More intimate, but not yet intimate. That's how we can survive here. You can tell me anything. Who am I gonna tell? I never hardly even say anything. Okay, if you say so. I don't mind not shopping either. Like, I don't mind shopping, and I definitely don't mind not shopping. So any way you slice it, life is pretty good. Hopefully. So tonight, we have to dodge a phone call. Ken, you ready to go to Tartarus? Okay, well, let's go to Tartarus then. We are currently playing Hard to Get, incidentally. So, we're going to head to Tartarus because that way, when it becomes late night, there is no late night, so we get no phone calls. As we've had to do a couple times in this LP so far, so that we get the phone call on the right date, and all that kind of stuff. However, I got a lot more done at Tartarus last time than I thought I would, meaning everything. And I even got to grind a bit. So, I don't want to do anything here. Return to the dorm, Sosuke. That is all I needed you to do, was not be social today. Social K. Sosuke. That pun didn't work out very well. Not as well as I hoped it would, at least. It sounded alright in my mind, and then I was just like, I spit out what's on my mind. That's how I do. And it didn't work. So, no risk, no reward, right?
Class. Just because you're not taking a literature class next year doesn't mean you can blow off classic lit. Hey, are you listening to me?
Yeah?
What's wrong, Fuka? You look kinda down. Huh? Talk to me. Tell me what's bothering you.
It's about Aragaki-senpai.
Oh, pretty shocking, huh? Never seen him at school, but I've seen him around town. I wonder if he really did get caught up in some kind of crime.
Some things you can never get back. I know that from all the things that have happened with my parents. I've sort of been avoiding the question, but is it okay for me to go on like this?
Parents, huh? I can relate to that. But you'll be okay, right?
Natsuki, what are you waiting for? Come on up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't you want to give your classmates a proper goodbye?
goodbye.
Huh? What's going on?
Hello everyone. I know it hasn't been that long, but I feel like I've made some good friends. I'll remember each and every one of you, even after I transfer. Thank you. How's that?
Transfer? What?
Apparently Fuka did not know. Also, that scene kind of came out of nowhere. All of a sudden, Mr. Ikoto was talking, and I didn't even initially notice that it wasn't me in class, but Fuka.
You're a weird one, you know? The biggest bitch in the school is leaving, and you feel sorry for her.
You're transferring? And you didn't say anything?
It's not like telling you would have changed anything. Why make us both depressed? Anyway, my dad's pretty sick. And they say it'll take some time for him to recover. And we don't really have that much money, so we can't afford to stay here. You know, I still think you're crazy for being friends with someone like me. But, like I said before, we're both in the same boat. My parents act like I don't even exist. I hate living at home. That's why I was so jealous when you moved into the dorm.
Natsuki-chan.
But, Fuka, your house is nearby and your parents are pretty normal. So why'd you move?
Huh? Well,
If you don't want to tell me, that's okay. But if it's something that you and your folks can work out, then do it while you have the chance. It'll be a while before my dad's in any condition for us to have a heart-to-heart.
Pretty insightful there, Fuka. Or, well, Natsuki to Fuka.
What am I doing? This isn't what I wanted to talk about. You know, Fuka, I used to think that every day was just the same. And I'm only saying this because it's you. But you don't get any second chances in life. If you accept the way things are, then they'll never change. This is the last time I'll see this view. I won't be in school next week because I'll be packing, so guess this is goodbye.
no!
It's okay. Everything will be all right. Come on, don't give me that look.
What?
Hey, I'm not helpless, you know. I've changed a lot since I met you. I'm gonna try and figure out what I really want now. So, I hope you do the same.
What I really want?
Yeah, what you really want, Fuka.
I used to try and please everyone. I was afraid of not being liked, so I did my best to fit in. But I never really thought about what I wanted.
That is so like you, Fuka. Well, I say, if they don't accept you for who you are, then screw them. But I like you, even if you don't like yourself.
Natsuki-chan.
Well, better get going.
Bye. You actually kind of turned out like an alright character in the end. You okay, Fuka?
Natsuki-chan!
Yeah, see, there's phones. Yeah, cell phones, they exist. I was just talking about that earlier. This isn't 1968.
Natsuki-chan.
It'll be okay, Fuka. You're technology capable, right?
Even if we're apart, we'll still be connected.
Yeah.
It all makes sense now. I've always been so worried about how others are feeling. That's why my power allows me to stay connected with them.
Yes, indeed.
I guess there is something I want after all. It makes me happy to see everyone else happy too. So, I want us all to remain friends. The power to connect people even when they're apart. My persona has given me this amazing gift.
Yes, she has. And wow, our personas are just becoming new personas all the time around here, aren't they? Penthesilea gives rise to... Penthesilea. Oops. Lucia gives rise to Juno, of course. Pay Penthesilea no mind. I'm just being dumb.
There you are.
Oh, hi, Utari. Nice to see you. Stuff just happened. Hey, all of us are here.
Why? Did something happen?
It is surprising to find you on the rooftop.
We were just wondering what you were up to.
As a group.
Everything's okay now. I've made up my mind. I'll do as much as I can with my power. For my sake, as well as the sake of others.
Okay.
Sorry, I guess that was sort of random, wasn't it?
Very much so, yes. But that's okay.
Are you sure you're alright?
She looks healthy to me, Junpei. So, Fuka's persona resolution wasn't quite as epic as Akihito's or Ken's, but that doesn't mean it's any less important. I mean, what just happened was a really important thing for Fuka in her mind. Like, realizing what you truly want, as opposed to what you've been doing all this time, and just realizing your inner feelings and how you work. That's a big deal. So while it might have seemed kind of out of the blue, and in a way it kind of was, that doesn't mean it's any less important or any less touching or impactful, I guess is kind of what I'm trying to say. Because it is very important for her character. Also, I will come back to you, Keisuke. Before I forget, however, I have to go to the faculty office because Mr. Ono has a helm for us. Hopefully. Last time he wouldn't give us the helm off the top of his head. So we'll have to go back and maybe arm wrestle him for it. And or hope he brought another helm. Most likely the latter. However, I'd be very open to the former as well. But unfortunately, I doubt that's going to happen. I also kind of suck at arm wrestling in real life. Hi, Mitsuru! I got top scores on the exam! Yay, you saw it! Oh, it's not from you? Oh. Okay, well, I'll take it. Do you have anything for me personally? Oh. No, I'll see you later, Mitsuru. Sorry. Okay, so I guess it's from the chairman, but it still came from Mitsuru's hands. And that's what really matters, right? Hi, math lady. Mr. Ono's not here? Oh, that's not good. Also, I don't really care about your pay or your spices. You know who you remind me of, Miss Miyahara? You remind me of Professor Trelawney. That's who you remind me of. And also, I can never say Trelawney without thinking of my mother. Because in my phone book on my cell phone, I have my mother stored as Professor Trelawney. so every time she calls me or anything, it's like Trelawney is calling. I don't know, I think that's so funny because Trelawney's so weird and so dumb sometimes. And so spacey. And my mother is not. She's actually quite composed and well thought out. And she has a very dry sense of wit, like I do. So she's nothing like Trelawney at all, which is why it's funny. Maybe I'm just weird and thinking that's funny. I used to have other people in my phone book named after a couple other Harry Potter characters as well. But that is no longer the case. Only my mother remains, and or Trelawney remains. So, I can't separate those two thoughts in my mind now. Every time I think of Trelawney, I think of my mother, even though they're completely different. But it is what it is. So upstairs, actually, we don't even have to go back all the way upstairs. We can just go over here and head straight to the club room. Also, I was talking really, really quickly there for a second. Like, my brain kicked into hyperdrive. Well, my mouth as well. That was quite a thing. I almost impressed myself there. And that's not really something to impress myself with. Not laboratory. Art room, here it is. I knew it was over there, but I just happened to get to the music room accidentally instead of the art room. I was a little too overzealous. I was a little too quick to get on the right-hand side. I was not far enough. So, what is going on? Last time you didn't have to quit, right? Keisuke, what's up? Can you talk to me? Sure. Why couldn't you? You don't have to whisper to me. You could just come up to me after class and be like, or after club and be like, yo, Sosuke, I have stuff to say. So talk to me. Or listen to me, even. I am the one with stuff to say, not you. So shut up and listen, Sosuke. That was my Keisuke impression. It was not very good. Everyone is working very hard. And you are too, man. Of course it is. And just look at the work you do. What? Why are you sad? Uh-huh. Well, yeah, studying abroad is, like, awesome. How could he tell you not to? If he said not to, I would question his fatheringness. What should you do? You should do whatever the heck you want, man. Yeah, follow your dreams, like he said. Well, maybe it'll seem like that to other people, but that doesn't matter. What does it seem like to yourself? That's what really matters, is how you feel. Well, I'm glad. I don't feel like I really said anything that interesting. I'm the only person you can talk to? Really? Well, maybe I need to find you some more people to talk to then. Because, like, I'm smooth with the girls. I don't need to be smooth with the guys, too. You know? No, I'm not saying that's what's going on here. I'm just Super Saiyan is all. So, well, I'm glad you at least feel comfortable with me. That is important. What I've wanted to, I've done what I've wanted to, and I've done what I had to. I mean, that's how it works. You're having your driver pick you up? Well, aren't you just the bee's knees? Okay, well, sure, I'll take a ride in your fancy stretch hover limo. Which I'm hoping that you actually had. If you didn't, well, that's okay too. But a hover limo, that would just be...
Welcome back.
Fantastic. Thank you. Goodbye. Every time they welcome me back. And then I'm just like, okay, I'm out of here. I just came back to hear your voice, and now I'm leaving. I am a rude, rude person. Okay, Paulownia Mall. Today is Tuesday, so Tanaka guy ought to be here. And he ought to have, hopefully, a fresh-baked insult for us. If he doesn't, well, hopefully at least have some possibly decent advice. It is me. Sure, yeah, for sure. What do you have to tell me today, Tanaka guy? Hopefully something interesting. Tell me a story, and make it snappy. Oh, really? What were you, class of 1920? Sounds fun, actually. Well, I'm glad you're actually smiling, and you had a splendid time. That's very good. I didn't know you could actually take enjoyment of stuff. It's important so you can show off to your peers? Of course. I called that from a mile away. How could I not? Of course it is, Tanaka. That's exactly how you... Oh, really? We're actually getting some of Tanaka's background, like his history here. So I see, that's not very nice of them. Yeah, okay. I hope it is. Maybe. I don't think you would. I mean, we do seem to have an interesting relationship going on here. So he had only rice in his bento, and people strung up his holy socks from, not to be confused with, like, the Pope's socks. Like, holy, like, filled with holes. Cheese socks. Not to be confused with stinky socks. There's just so many ways to describe socks. This is weird. His socks that were full of holes to the flagpole. We can... Wait. How are we gonna call it even? Oh, I completely disagree. Okay, Tanaka, if you say so. I mean, 40,000 yen is whatever, after all. I spend more than that on a persona. I spend double that on a persona sometimes. So, I mean, it is what it is. Also, Tuesday night. Hi, Utari, that's a very, very nice outfit you have on there. However, you're not the lady I'm working with right now, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, no, we can do it again in the future. Don't look at me with those eyes. You know I can't say no to those eyes. Oh, it pains my soul. Truly. Oh, I'm sorry, Yukari. Hey, that rhymes. Not a very good rhyme. Not something I want to continue and expound upon. But it rhymes nonetheless, and that's really all that matters. Hi, Fuka. How are you feeling after your persona gave rise to a new persona yesterday? Can't believe I confused Mitsuru's persona with Fuka. That's ridiculous. Tell me about it, yeah. I mean, there's just 13 days. 13 days till the next full moon and the final guy. I'm glad I met you too, Fuka. Very, very glad. Yeah. We have rank 10 social link together. How could you not mean it that way? Isn't that how it goes? That's how it goes to me, at least. I choose to take it that way, if nothing else, Fuka, so I appreciate it. I appreciate your and our continued relationship that we have together. It's very nice. Hi, Hidetoshi. What's up with you today? Am I coming to student council? Probably not, if I'm being honest. I have dates with like 5 bajillion women, which is really not a good thing and not something I should be saying. Especially with Utari standing right here in front of me. I actually have some plans today, Utari, I'm sorry. Hey there, 2 times in a row now I've done that. Yuko! Hi! You're the one I've been looking for. I'm doing fantastic. Yes, I definitely have some time after school today. I made this time just for you. Oh, you don't have to play coy with me. I know you meant to say that. That wasn't just a slip of the tongue. That was supposed to get me excited. Oh, and holy cow, this is just revolving door of social links ahoy right here. Hi, Keisuke. I'm sorry, but I just made plans with Yuko down there, you know? That was 4 people. That's possibly the most we've seen in one go ever, actually. So, Yuko just got us all hot and bothered to go hang out with her. I mean, spending some time alone with her? Yuko! Let's spend some time alone together, just like you said. Next time on Let's Play Persona 3 FES. That was a really bad cliffhanger, and by bad, I mean, like, just not good. So, until then, thank you guys so very, very much for watching this, and I hope you're having a fantastic day.